Alright, I'm TheEndd, also known as Shin, and I'll be running Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus new game normal after story. So I guess we can get started right away. I'll do the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So yeah, like I'll be doing after like the whole story, which includes normal ending, true ending, and the after story stuff. Not just like starting right away from the after stories save file. So here we go. We get dungeon, turn around really slowly, nothing to do, just reach the destination.
黙ってると不安になってくるぜ。そういやサイフォンは県外。やっぱこのまま進むしかねえか。
So this game doesn't really have any cutscene skipping, but at least we have like the ultra turbo fast forwarding, which is still better than like no cutscene skipping or like, you know, the usual fast forwards, which is like double speed on some games. But yeah, that's the opening for the game, which gets skipped right away. It always plays at the start of the new chapter, which is pretty pointless. It doesn't show anything new. Like you would think progressing the story would like show new stuff, but it doesn't. So yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that, unless they really felt like putting the opening like every time there. So yeah, some tutorials here and there. Just leaving the school. And here we unlock navigation, which lets us do fast travel. So before progressing the story, we're gonna grab some gear. So yeah, some body armor, which does give some offensive stats. We don't really care about defense, mostly only care about the offensive stats. That's like how most speedruns go. Yeah, tutorial fight. Just try to get them stacked and kill them. Pretty simple. So yeah, we got a second character now, which is a bit more useful than the current one at this point. Mostly because she's at least 2 levels higher. But yeah, like Asuka is really good ranged character, probably if not the best one in the game. Damage rolls. You can actually two-shot these guys, but damage rolls exist, so yeah, sometimes it's a free hit. So yeah, we'll be skipping all the enemies that we can. There will be some forest room fights that we have to kill the enemies in it, which is literally like this one. So yeah, we'll end up using a lot of like range attacks just to like proc the switches. Ko's range attack is not that great when it comes to dealing damage, but one really good part about it is that it penetrates everyone. So you can hit like the chests or switches through the enemies as well, while the other range attacks cannot do that. But yeah, for now we only have range attacks unlocked. There will be later in the story like more stuff like power attacks and flying attacks. But yeah, once we get there, for now we only have range attacks. So yeah, perfect dodging is a thing in this game. This guy. So one thing about this fight is you sometimes it goes like this. You end up stun locking him, or more like the correct way is saying stagger lock, but doesn't really matter. So yeah, like you can't really predict when he's actually gonna attack. I mean, there is indication, but yeah, you can only start dodging at the start of your animation or at the end. You cannot dodge during your mid animation attacks. And here we go, the first boss fight. Not sure why I did this one. Definitely not playing Calamity, but whatever. Muscle memory getting in the way. Yeah, so far just like this is like the worst attack to get. The orbs hurt a lot, even on normal difficulty, and he just really likes to do them. Yeah, I can't really finish him off until the tutorial pops up and he finishes his attack, so it should be right now. So yeah, we get something called X-Strike, which is like, it hits everyone on the field, but it doesn't really do that much damage. Some of the X-Strikes can deal a lot of hits. Like, there will be an ability layer that we get. The more hits we do, the more damage we're gonna do as well. But yeah, for now, it just like, during the round, we'll only use X-Strikes to clear the rooms mostly. Oh yeah, we got this new character which you'll be seeing like very really. This is like side story stuff, and well, this character will be usable again. It's just like just more story, I guess. Also, all the stuff we get here does not carry over to the actual team, which is pretty sad, since some like materials that drop from these dungeons could be really useful for our main team. But yeah, probably noticed that I've been using something different called power attacks, and power attacks are really strong in this game. Probably the highest damage output, plus you get damage reduction and you cannot get interrupted, at least during mid attack. Same thing with the damage reduction. Yeah, like this side dungeon unlocks a lot of stuff, but you cannot really use it like until you actually get the right part in the story that unlocks it. So yeah, there has been another thing I've been using there. It's EX skill. So a lot of like names, X Strike, EX heal. There's gonna be EX Strike too. Might be confusing, but yeah, the little red orbs that do get consumed, those are used for the EX skill. When you're using it, you have like full invincibility and cannot get hit. There are only few attacks that do go through your iframes. Oh yeah, Clubhouse. But yeah, those like the ones I know I won't be using there anyway. It's just better to dodge, or I can cancel it with X-Strike if I want to. We had some more tutorials. Like first of all, like exploring all the like possible shops. So here we go, one gem exchange. Right now we don't really need to exchange everything, since we'll be completing a quest which will give us more gems and we'll be purchasing a more expensive item, so we're gonna delay this a bit and do everything before progressing with the actual story. So here we get cooking, which won't be used on normal difficulty. Cooking does get used a lot in at least in the Calamity run. And yeah, Calamity is the hardest difficulty in this game. So I'll go to the blacksmith, exchange my gems here, and get Silver Spoon. Silver Spoon is like one of the probably best items in the early game. 500 HP and 25 magic attack and defense. The way the stats work in this game, magic attack increases mostly range attack. It does increase power attack and flying attack, but by not that much. So it's like balanced stat increase. And the attack overall increases power attack. Flying attack is like, I think, a mix between your normal attack and the magic attack. But yeah, for now, some more dungeoning. We'll be skipping a lot of chests too. Like, some of the chests are not really worth grabbing it because they're like out of the way or do not contain anything really useful. And here we go. Flying attack tutorial. We'll be using it to kill actually stuff, at least only here, since there's no better option right now. Also, this enemy can be really dangerous. When you get him low, he gets enraged, and as you can see, he's really fast and aggressive. Also, after every like bigger room fight like that, we'll be getting like a cube that we can destroy for some loot. And I'll be doing that mostly. Only exception is like at the end of the game where stuff does not matter anymore, what you get. But yeah, like everything right now does matter. We don't really care about the cooking materials we get, but at least we do care about the elements and upgrade materials. Here we also unlock power attack. And we'll be pretty much using... I did mention Asuka being a good ranged character, but this enemy here resists range attacks. That's why I'm using the power attacks. Overall, like early on, Asuka is not really great. She needs a specific build to be really good with range attacks. So even for this next boss fight, I'll be using here with the power attacks. It just works way better for this boss fight as well, since this guy here is quite annoying. Force opener. And I didn't get knocked down. That's actually really good. The spinning attack is the worst thing he can do. So yeah, I'll be trying to line up my power attacks with his attacks, so we can, you know, tank them and not get knocked down. Or I'll just dodge some of them if we need it. Oops, that was pretty bad timing. Yeah. Okay, avoided the color hit. I think the spinning attack can hit up to 4 times. Alright, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Alright. Once again, more tutorials. At least that was a tutorial thing. Probably, if I recall that correctly, it shows you that you can purchase elements now from the shops or craft them there at the blacksmith. We won't be doing that until like really late in the run, and we'll be just really crafting only one. First talk here, down to the policeman outside here. Second option, oh yeah, you probably have noticed that I'm picking like options during the story here. If I pick the right option, Coast's wisdom will increase. And yeah, there's like stats for Co wisdom, bravery, and like I don't recall the last one, but something has like I think it's called like I don't really actually not gonna guess it, but it has to do with doing side quests and stuff. The more quests you do, the more like points you gain to it. But either way, each stat has like 5 stars, and those stars mostly matter to log trending, which is 8 stars in total from like all of them combined. Unfortunately, this guy was not in range for my EX skill. Asuka is probably the best EX skill, if not like. There's another character that has something similar like here, but yeah, Asuka's like EX skill is really good, mostly because it freezes enemies, like they cannot do anything at all. And here, oh, you're not gonna do that, lad. No dashing around for you. And here EX skill is really good for support characters too, which I'll show you later once I unlock EX Drive. But yeah, it's time to switch characters now. Actually no, the Manta is better. Okay. They got me there for a moment. But yeah, Sora is literally a power attack character. Also, it helps that she hits weakness against these enemies. I hope that material did not despawn now. Okay, I need this actually. Yes, some like items on the floor will despawn once you're like at certain range like from them. So yeah, I really want to grab at least the equipment upgrade materials. But yeah, we'll be switching quite a lot of times with the characters. Like there's a lot of variety when it comes to using which characters. So this is the EX Drive tutorial, but I'm not gonna use the drive. It's just better to use the Stry here. I'll save my drive for the boss fight. It's just better. Yeah, some dungeons will have like, I don't know, this way, environment effects like this, where there does speed you up if you're going like forward, but if you're going against the stream, then yeah, you're gonna get slowed down. I did not mean to do that, but it worked out. Oh yeah, but probably forgot to mention that flying attack, power attack, and range attack does consume skill points, which is the green bar below my 100% extra bar. So yeah, here we go. One of the more annoying boss fights, because this guy can become invincible and overwide quite a lot of times. And here we go. This is the X-Drive. Basically, it's two characters on the field, except the support character can only use his or her EX skill. They also deal a bit reduced damage, so like it's more like for CC I use it. There are some also buffs you get when you use certain people with the elements they have equipped, but I'll talk that about later. I did not equip this. Good thing I remembered. I really want to resist the paralyze. Yeah, that was a bit sloppy. Also, my SP management is not great right now. So yeah, as you saw, I used the iframes to avoid that attack, some damage. Even through the power attack, that thing hurts a bit. But yeah, like the X-Drive buffs don't really matter too much. Like the spirit power will do more healing. Fire will give you like 15% crit rate. Steel will have reduced damage, and like the others have like similar stuff like that. Like wind will have like double strike points gained, and strike points basically is what lets you fill up your X-Strike bar. Like I think you need like 10 strike points, maybe you need 8, I don't know, I never really bothered counting about that one. So anyway, here's like one of the most annoying enemies in this dungeon or in the whole game. At least they're convenient to this part, they pull me in just to kill them. But yeah, when you're trying to run past them, it can be really annoying. Like if they get you, they will basically deal a lot of damage. If, like on hard difficulties, they do almost one-shot you, and yeah, they do heal up the amount of damage they dealt to you as well. So I'll be gathering Twilight materials. Twilight materials are like really important for the run. It lets us to exchange them for really good accessories that we'll be using. So I wanted to like kill these guys first, because they're in a convenient spot for a triple kill. Don't really care about these. I probably could start with these, but I'd rather have like all those three be killed from one power attack. So here we grab Star Summon. Star Summon just refills one of our EX skill bubbles. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Asuka because this one is weak to Spirit Power. And yeah, he does resist range attacks, that's why I'm using power attacks with Asuka. Alright, next boss fight is, well, really annoying, and you'll see why. First of all, we'll just use the X-Drive to clear the enemies. These orbs and not the lightning. The lightning is alright until phase 2. But yeah, this pushback is really annoying. These orbs are really landing on me too many times. He's not getting staggered, that's what I'm expecting at least. Okay, at least he did stagger there. I'm not using my X stride just now. I'll try to delay it. I think it's a good time now to do that. So once you get him below 40%, he will start doing way more attacks. As in phase 1 he does only 1 lightning. In phase 2 he does 3 lightnings in a row. He shoots 8 orbs instead of 4 orbs. So yeah, this is one of the like maybe worst fights in the early game, if we don't count the Harpy, which was literally the second boss in the first side story dungeon. The Harpy's Tornado is like one of the worst abilities as well when it comes to dodging. So yeah, this is I guess you could call it a tutorial for side dungeons that are not required for the story. And yeah, it is faster to run up here instead of going to the star shop and then getting out. Basically, if I did that, I would need to go through 2 load times, which are basically slower than just running up there. If load remover was a thing for this category or this game overall, then yeah, it would be faster to abuse it. But yeah, the game right now only has 1 runner, which is me. So yeah, speedrun wise, this game doesn't really have many runners. Overall, like when I picked up this game, there were no runs at all. That mostly just motivated me to route this game. And yeah, it's actually a pretty fun game to run. Like the best part about this speedrun, I think, is literally the music. Like every dungeon will have a different soundtrack. Like I think most games do reuse like their soundtracks every time. This one barely does that. Maybe it does for 3 dungeons, but yeah, there's a lot of variety, so you don't really get bored running around and stuff. So we'll be using Ko probably for the last time as DPS. Since this guy is weak to fire, it is pretty convenient. Also, hitting the elemental weakness increases your damage by 50%. So even someone like Ko that has nothing equipped, like elements, still does really good damage on this guy. And some gacha stuff, I guess, which does not really matter for us. Yeah, this is what you can do in the side dungeons or when you're redoing dungeons overall. Instead of like the boss being there, there will be like an item box. Like I know, like it's not an item box, but yeah, that thing is gonna be there, and you can roll for some items if you feel like it. Our glasses actually go here and here. So yeah, we grabbed Sun Earring. One of the best early game items for power attack users. There is literally every item for each attack. Ranged, flying, and power. Basically, what Sun Earring does gives me 30 power attack and 10% more power attack damage. So it's pretty useful, especially when you can start stacking power attack like Sun Earrings. You can have 2 accessories equipped only, but you can get more power attack percentage damage through the elements later on. for now, just scouting the school. Oh yeah, yeah. There is the bathroom there. You can use it. It does recover some strike points, but it barely does recover any. So bathroom strats is not a thing. Like if it did restore like your whole X-Strike bar, then maybe I would consider using it. But sadly it doesn't. So yeah, we get Yuki as a side character right now. He'll be joining us a bit later. But yeah, like his sister is gone and we're looking for her. So yeah, this is for the first time now I'll upgrade some slots. Level 2, level 2, this, and level 2. So I got boost combo. This is like the best skill in the game. Basically it increases your damage the more hits you do. Like it caps at 100 hits, but the higher level boost combo is, the earlier and more percentage damage you get. So yeah, like every 20 hits I get a damage boost. Okay, lad, enough knocking me down there. We're going to switch to Asuka since these guys are weak to spirit power. Interesting, I don't have my X-Strike ready. Hopefully I can get it in the next room, since I'll need it for the last room of this dungeon. I'm gonna do this, get some hits. Okay, I got my strike ready. I guess I'll grab these. The money can be pretty random if you decide to grab gems that drop out of the way like that. But yeah, here we actually have to wait. So we can let everyone live until everyone spawns. Ouch. And now we just use X-Strike and clear the whole room. But we get like a mini boss now. A bit too high. So here's the thing with Shadow Weak enemies. Shadow Weak enemies always crit. I don't know why, but yeah, they're the most deadliest enemies in the game because they always crit. I think the first side dungeon I did had some shadow enemies, and yeah, on hard difficulties they will destroy you and just one shot you right away. So this fight is not really great as well, because the harpy will end up dodging at the side of the arena, and as you can see there is some like miasma, like basically if you step on it you get poisoned, and you don't really want that. Okay, I guess it's time to go in. Another thing about X-Drive is your skill points do not get consumed at all. So you just can spam all you want. Range attacks, power attacks, or flying attacks. So there's that dungeon. Moving on to the mall. Yeah, I'll be warning Sora in this one. So this dungeon actually has quite some enemies weak to steel, which Yuki hits the weakness. But here's the thing, Yuki still does less damage than Sora, who doesn't hit the weakness. As I mentioned before, if you hit the weakness of the enemy, you do 50% more damage. So yeah, sadly Yuki is a pretty weak character. Okay, this was a pretty good room fight. Those laser shooting things can be pretty annoying since they really like to back off quite often. Just to shoot their damn laser. Also we grab Lunar Soma. Like Star Soma, it does recover your X strike fully. So there will be an item layer too that does recover all, like the whole X strike bar for us. For some reason, the X strike bar in this game is called Degouge, but I'll be still singing the X strike bar. It's more convenient for me. But yeah, like X drive, X strike, EX skill. Yeah, a lot of confusing names. They can get confused. For me, it took a while to even know which one was which. So this dungeon introduces traps too now. But we have paralyzed resistance, so we don't have to really worry about getting paralyzed. So here I line up my attack to kill the enemy and open the chest as well. As you saw, this room was pretty short. Like, yeah, this game does have some pointless room fights with pretty weak enemies that, like, I don't know, takes like around like a few seconds to clear it. Some more traps, don't really care about. Alright, here's the run. That and here. So run does increase our normal air attacks by 20%, and Sora uses air attacks quite a lot since for her air attacks require a lot of CP compared to the normal attacks. Like, at least for most characters, air attacks are just better to recover SP. Yeah, I think I said CT. Wrong game once again. Yeah, it's SP, skill points in this game. So yeah, doing dungeons, getting the ranks increases our bravery, which is like we only get to increase it once. So here we can finally upgrade our skills. I'll upgrade Sora's power attack and Asuka's range attack. And here we go, some big spooder. So this fight is quite easy as long as you keep destroying the pillars. The boss moveset depends on how many pillars it's connected to. So you can control that. If it's connected to none or one, he will do only that one swipe. But yeah, later on he'll start connecting to multiple ones. Okay, I think it's a good time to use this now. He's doing his YOLO beam. I'll cancel it with the X strike. Good thing my drive does not get cancelled by that. Yeah, we can use all of our resources on this whole fight because we do get a free refresh right here, which is quite convenient. Silver spoon, steal that, and I click on Asuka. So yeah, this is the only mission where we'll see Asuka in this form. She's pretty powerful, really high SP regeneration, as you can see, high HP too. Apparently she loses some HP every second, but we don't really care about that. It's actually pretty pointless. The only thing it prevents you from using is a thing, elemental called in this game Kyobi. Kyobi increases your attack stat by 25% if you're at full HP. So yeah, we don't really can benefit from that elemental sadly in the speedrun. But it's a thing. Need the twilight materials mostly. Another good part about opening chests or interacting with like stuff like this, it does stop or like cancel attacks from the enemies. So if you know you're about to get hit, you can like shoot the chest and poof, you cannot get out while getting hit. Oh, there you go. Yeah, annoying part is these gems, how to pick them up. Like, auto pickup would be nice, but yeah. There's only one elemental that does increase the pickup range, and it's still not really good. But yeah, also during this mission, Asuka's skills will be maxed out. So you'll see my range attack hit 5 times instead of 2. But yeah, the way it goes, first level hits twice, second level hits 4 times, and the last one adds you 1 more hit. So it's 5 in total. My range attack is not coming out really quickly enough. This is literally mashing race, except it kinda depends on your FPS too. Alright, that was somewhat mediocre. Only ranged attacks in this game do get affected by FPS. Like sometimes you'll see shooting, doing ranged attacks really quickly. Sometimes you'll see me doing them pretty slowly. Alright, chapter 4. The first chapters are pretty quick and short. So yeah, we get to these chapters pretty quickly. So yeah, time to do some shopping first before proceeding with the story. Hammer, wind. I'll grab this for safety. Mall. I'm gonna grab my second. Oh no, wait, not here. Grabbing the best female body right now if you're using power attacks. Level career costume, that increases your power attack by 90. So yeah, it's literally the best female body if you're using the power attacks. If you're not, then yeah, there are better options. Too bad males do not have this, since we'll be using more male characters than female ones, just because they're better. But yeah, like about the characters we're using or we plan on use, it matters mostly what's their power attack level and how many slots they have open. At the same time matters what skill levels they have. Like boost combo, mostly the one that matters the most. So I'm gonna grab the second sun earring, equip it on Sora. One thing I forgot was to equip the hammer. So yeah, hammer is 10% more power attack. So right now I have 30% more power attack, which is quite a lot right now. Like the multiplier gives you more damage, especially if your power attack hits only once, like Sora's. So the higher hit damage is, the more you benefit from the multiplier. Also, we're hitting the dance club. The only time you'll hear this music. Yeah, and this part is really short. We'll be coming here, except there won't be a disco party anymore. Oh boy, that was like the worst thing to get hit by. As long as it doesn't eat me. And this guy has a similar ability I was talking about, the pulling guys. He can recover HP by hitting me, which basically he's like sucking blood of me or something. Okay, this is like a little skip, if I get it correctly. Okay, I did. So yeah, you saw me do some air attacks there. They give me some distance, which lets me to do that one like jump over without needing to go all the way around. What I used to do there is just grab Ko and get hit and just move on. Since if you get hit by the field, you get slowed down. Not really a big deal if you like get that on the side character you're not running. Army shirt for layer use. Might not make it here. Actually did. Okay, never mind. A bit started earlier than usual. This fight is gonna be really quick, mostly because the boss is weak to wind, and that's what Sora hits quite nicely. That was a really good fight. This guy usually jumps too much around, and it's kind of annoying to like always, you know, run to him and then suddenly he jumps again away from you. There are some bosses like that that will be just moving away from you instead of like actually trying to fight you. So here we are, back to the dance club. Except nobody's here. Okay, to the next dungeon, which will unlock for us our next character that we'll be using for a while. Here is Shio, as I like to call him, the power attack powerhouse. Thanks for the gulag overkill. So yeah, Shio has really high power attack stat. Like he has pretty much 200 more power attack stat than Sora currently has. So yeah, she also has like level 2 power attack already. Plus his slots are really good too. So it's pretty convenient for us. So I'll be grabbing this chest for like safety. That food increases rare item drop rate. I'll be using that literally for one dungeon just to secure the toilet materials. This might be a good one. I pushed him out of it, and he pushed me out of it too. Alright. So yeah, Shio's power attack actually does destroy the cube in one hit, which is pretty convenient. We can cancel his animation once it hits with switching to another character. Nope, no, it's not your turn. I'm not doing any. I'm not killing anyone on the field that's not needed. But yeah, some crystal now is on the field. So destroying that one this gives us 20% X drive gouge and 50% X skill bar, or like half a bubble, you could say. But yeah, here's also elixir. I actually forgot to mention, I got that a bit earlier in the run. Yeah, that's the one that recovers our drive to full. Also, probably you've noticed that I've been doing jump into power attack instead of like doing power attacks on the ground. That's mostly because the recovery time is just faster when you do that in midair. Like I tried doing power attacks on the ground only, and sometimes it's really messy. The game is actually pretty like good casually if you're just like want to enjoy it. Like if you like action action RPGs, like this one is pretty good. It's similar to Ys games, I heard people say. Some people say this is basically Cold Steel game, except the not turn-based combat. So yeah, different opinions. Oh, that's a really bad thing to get paralyzed. So I guess I'll be using Star as backup. Trails of Ys, yeah, pretty much. I didn't really need to grab this, but I guess I can sell it later if I need to. Doesn't really mess up my menus, I think, since the talismans always appear at the bottom. Yeah, if I think right now the game is probably still on sale. I heard some people talk about it. I haven't really looked into it. But yeah. So I haven't been using my extract for a while. This is why I saved it for this fight. You can't really recover since our power tech users right now don't really do many hits. Which basically means I cannot really build strike points properly. Or like fast enough. Also, the easiest way to hit this guy is double jump and power attack. That's a bad spot for him to lay down. Sizepal does hit me. Interrupt. Ah, that didn't actually hit him. This should get him, or not. There we go. Yeah, that's probably, I think, the only fight where it has an arena layout like that. I have not done NG Plus, and I think NG Plus has like 5 more dungeons to do. Not sure if they do contain like boss fights, but yeah. Now we're gonna switch our gear a bit back to Sora. Here we go again. The pulling enemies in this dungeon. There are quite few of them on the field. Yeah, one way to avoid getting pulled in is doing the flying attack. Ooh, that's a bad angle. I might hit both of them here. I did, nice. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot. I should use this one. Well, I did get one final material drop, so that's alright. There are a few more room fights that are required. Oh no, you don't. Hopefully I don't get pulled now. Nice. So this mostly doesn't work if you do get pulled by someone to the side, at least. I mean, even forward I think it's bad, since I think you can get pulled away from the enemies you're standing next to. Also, here we go, Bimikako. Probably one of the really good ones. And really useful for the speedrun. Like, the most important item, you could say. So Bimikako increases food duration by 3 times. Not sure if a lot of people know, but they do stack if you equip it on different characters each. So there's food later on, which does increase our crit rate to 100%, and it technically lasts only 20 seconds, but with Mikako it does last a minute. With another one, 3 minutes. With another one, it's 9 minutes. So you get an insane damage boost, especially if you're using elements that do increase your critical damage. This is something Falcom likes to do and break their own games. Well, yeah. Ah, that's pretty bad. I want to get as many hits in. That's why I wait for the first dash before using my X Drive. I forgot to dodge there. I might as well heal. Oh yeah, this is the reuse boss. Only difference, this guy has one more ability than the previous one. So far he has not used that. Yeah, he's totally not using it. So basically what he does, he pushes you away when he casts and spawns ice pillars that keep coming for like 5 seconds. So like the best way to dodge it is like to run around. But you can also use the EX skill for the iframes, but I think you need to time it properly to avoid all the damage. Alright, leave school. That's probably the annoying part. There's an option to always leave the school when I don't really want to. Actually, let's start here. Gonna grab cowboy boots, the best male boots. Yeah, I totally forgot. Definitely this was right to start off. I need to purchase some stuff here as well. But first of all, I need to exchange. Yeah, start with Aqua Raid and Shadow Raid. Yeah, we go. No, we're gonna spend our Twilight stuff. I got enough, okay. And we purchase another Mikako. It's a whole hour, yeah. Don't worry, I'm hydrated. So yeah, it's chapter 5, and this is a new discovery I found. I guess I haven't looked through the game properly back then when I was routing it. But yeah, you can purchase critical food in chapter 5. It's in the tower now, so we'll be doing it during this part. But yeah, for now, this is the first time we visit the bookstore. And yeah, we'll be purchasing some of these books. I didn't purchase the first 4 because I can just exchange them in the pawn shop, and it uses low materials, which is not an issue for me. Okay, before progressing, I'm gonna go get some critical food here. 47, let's go 42 for now. This should be technically enough for the normal end, but yeah, I might be short and probably will need to come back. I'll probably come back to in chapter 6 or chapter 7. Sadly, I cannot purchase them in chapter 8 unless I purchase a more expensive one. But yeah, this is the cheap option, 700 only compared to 1,500. to equip shield back, hammer. Yeah. Oh, I didn't equip the first one too. Cool. I'm really used to that. Terror. So yeah, we have 2 Mimikagos, and a 2-minute critical food buff is gonna be enough for like the normal difficulty speedrun. I do use the 9-minute one for my Calamity speedrun since the fights there take like so much more longer. Over here. Okay, here's the thing with the critical hits in this game. It does stagger some enemies, including bosses, so you can just easily kill them like this. He never did anything at all, never stood a chance. So yeah, another way to show how critical hits can be broken. And yes, the critical foot does give me 100% critical rate. Uh-oh, that's okay. He did not cast it really quickly. I don't want like any spins in my way right now. So yeah, this dungeon is pretty short actually, not that long, only 1 room fight as well. And those people, by the way, aren't dead. They're just like laying down on the ground for now. So yeah, another Shadow weak boss. That's pretty bad opener for him to move away like that. And another one too. Yeah, missing your power text is quite painful like that. So it does stagger this guy a little bit sometimes, but yeah, it doesn't work like that well compared like to the previous one. But yeah, either way, not too bad if we don't count missing the 2 power attacks. But yeah, our damage right now is really high. It will go higher in the not upcoming dungeon, but after the dungeon, like this dungeon's dungeon. So yeah. The next dungeon does unlock another character for us. I think I forgot to skip the right away, but yeah. So I'll be grabbing one more material. I'm repelled. It's just something I do not get from drops during the run, and it is used for to unlock one. I think Asuka's slots. So yeah, I need to only put these and the hammer too. So hammer and the Shadow Raid, which was right here. So here costume. Yeah, I will only use the 1-minute critical buff for this one, since the room fight and the boss fight are at the end of the dungeon. So this saves me some menuing as well. And yeah, we can take the trap damage. It's not really high on the normal difficulty. Yeah, I can skip these two since I have everything full. So yeah, there are like 3 of them, these poison fields in this dungeon. Mitsuki has an ability that does give her a shield. Can absorb a certain amount of damage. So it's basically the right way to do that is to use it and go for the poison field. But yeah, I don't really have time for that. Gotta go fast. So yeah, here shield does damage when it's on you for a bit, but the main damage is when she's casting the shield. It's a close range ability when it comes to the damage. Mitsuki overall, it could be a really powerful character in the Spewman, except her slots are not great. Also her power attack is still only level 1, and to get to level 2, it requires some materials that I don't have access to. So her shield can be really strong during drives, since you get this spam. Also, yeah, as you can see, this guy's standing just like I am. Apparently my power attacks are not coming out. That was weird. Well, whatever. Yeah, this is the only time I actually do use power attacks when I'm on the ground, since I don't think it's worth it to do the jump with her. So Sora has Mikako. All of this goes away. Hammer, Mikako here. Alright, that was pretty good.
Mitsuki-senpai, onegai suru su.
So yeah, it's gonna be a dungeon after the dungeon now, like a chain. So if you forgot to grab anything you wanted to, it's too late to go back. Because we're gonna end the chapter with the dungeons we're currently in. Okay, the first dungeon fight coming up. So this fight, oh come on. This guy can be really annoying without the critical. Yeah, that's alright. So I'm gonna equip that Shio. This is our first critical damage increase element. 25% Hinuzumi. Later on we get something better, which does increase by 50, so 25% more. So yeah, like, if you forgot this, then yeah. I did forget one during one of my practice runs, and yeah, I had to call it since the damage loss is too much. Alright, good. Also, yeah, these switches that require to get hit twice at the same time, and the power attack, Coast power attack does that perfectly. I heard some people do use Mitsuki for these. I think it is pretty tight to actually hit them both, but yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't really tried using her to like proc those. So my crit buff should last for this boss fight as well. As long as the fight doesn't go badly. We don't really care about him getting healed a bit. It actually is better to keep him like that. That was my own fault. That was silly thing to do. Not sure if I'll get to cycle now. He'll probably go into air again. Unless he missed. Never mind, got him. That's the best case scenario. You want to get him killed before he goes into air for the third time. And it's only possible with the critical build now. I think without the critical build, he used to get into the air like 4 times. It's alright. We're gonna need to unlock some slots for Asuka either way now. This, she doesn't. I guess you can get that. Can I get that? Bimikako. This, for right here. Anything, I guess, works there. There we go. I guess. Well, I guess I can do that. I'll equip Inazumi in here, but I'll use my critical buff the moment I'm gonna do the switch. Yeah, there's another annoying thing is the slot ranks. There's rank 1 and rank 2, and some elements require a rank 2 to be able to equip them. Maybe Kako is a rank 2 one. So yeah, I kind of need to sacrifice something good to be able to have it equipped. It would be really good if Asuka had a fair rank 2 slot right now. But yeah, she doesn't have it. So slot ranks is another issue during the speedrun. So there's no room fight at the first one, in the first part of the dungeon. There's gonna be a fight right away in the second part though. To switch in Inazumi I'll have to, Shio, I forgot to use that. Cool. Then do it. Inazumi. Power attacks is lacking. I mean, range attacks. So here's the thing with the trap gate sometimes. So it can basically start moving before you get even control on your character. So sometimes it will hit you right away the moment you get control on your character. It happened to me like a few times during runs. It's quite annoying. I don't recall if the gate just damages you heavily or it actually applies the slow as well. Okay, yeah, this is one of the longest dungeons for like so far in the story. It's a 3-part one, so yeah, it does take some time. Also time for some more traps. I don't think I can make it. It's no big deal by like getting hit by these. It's just it can be pretty annoying. Yeah, that was a bit early. There's also another item buff that... yeah, that's a bad one. Well, I do have the revive. Yeah, we'll need her definitely for this one. Yeah, taking too much damage from the traps can be bad. I don't really lose my buff, so it's alright. What are you doing alive there, lad? You were supposed to die from the EX skill. Okay, definitely need everything offensive on Shield now. So back to Bimikako, Inazumi, and that's basically it. Yeah. Gonna refresh my food buff. So yeah, this is a really annoying boss fight, but on normal difficulty speedrun, it's not too bad. Since we have elixirs, and there is no item cooldown. She didn't do the thing. So this boss is super agile, and later on she does... oh, this is not good, I need to use another one. I missed like 2 power attacks, sadly. Finishing her off manually definitely isn't too good. Yeah, this is the part where she was about to summon multiple copies of herself. She can summon like up to 3 copies, including herself. But yeah, it really becomes an annoying fight. Like you barely have room to dodge when there are like 3 of those switches on the field. Alright, side dungeon again. Here additional copies definitely have less health. It's like a normal ad, but they're still pretty tanky. At least on Calamity, if I recall, since that's the only time I get to fight against those copies. Oh. Alright, good. So yeah, for this dungeon, I mean, this room fight, it's not really worth using the critical buff, as you saw. As long as the first enemies don't like run away from your EX skill, you'll always kill them. Not this way. So yeah, I'll stop caring about the trap damage right now. X-Strike for this room fight is really important. Really a lot of enemies. I think it's like up to 6 or 7 of them. And yeah, time to collect all my loot. It's not too bad, at least I didn't have to go all the way back to grab everything. Alright, now I can use my crit food. Too bad the fairies didn't die right away. Not sure if my crit buff is gonna last for the boss fight now, but we'll see. I'm also gonna purchase some antidotes. This is something I keep forgetting, and it's kinda important to have at least a few of them. This boss can paralyze you if you're not careful, so yeah, makes Shio basically a pretty useless character then. So yeah, we're Phantom once again from chapter 3. Except this time he's gonna die really fast. Nice. So yeah, this Phantom also gains a new ability, like the Ogre one. He does like a triple whirlwind, a really quick one, or at least multiple whirlwinds, like from like around him, that do like get pushed away into you, or to the sides actually. But yeah, this is intermission. Basically, forgot the word now. You know how anime games have these bath scenes? So yeah, this one has some of these too. Can't be an anime game without those, right? Oh, now I have to talk to all my party members about their concerns about this mission, which I do not really recall. Also, not Bobby's Garden. I barely remember anything about the story. Like, it's been a while. Like, I do know some of the parts, but like, not like every small detail. Yeah, time to go to the hot springs, or take a bath apparently, in the hot springs. So once again, run up these stairs and into a dungeon. Alright. This is like a I don't know. It's, I guess you could say a long dungeon, but it's like mediocre maybe length for me to run through. So yeah, this deer does get staggered by the critical hits. I used to use X-Drive in this room, but I feel like it's not really worth it if I can kill the small ads with Asuka's range attacks. Like the deer is already weak to fire, and like she already hits fire weakness. So yeah, we have to go through a lot of these portals. Like some rooms are pretty damn short, where we can just actually go in right away to the next portal. But yeah, this dungeon does have a lot of deers. Like a lot of them. And also these annoying stationary enemies. They shoot free missiles, and yeah, the best way I've figured out dodging these is just double jump when they're about to shoot you, so it will go below you. Unless you're really good at the timing, so you can just perfectly dodge those then. Another Lunar Soma. So we're coming close to the next room fight, which will basically go into right boss fight as well, since it's the last room of the dungeon. Some he's a bit late. Was expecting the deer to charge at me right away, so I would end up hitting all of them free, but it's fine. I'll have to refresh my critical buff though, since this fight does take some time. Oh no, that's the worst opener. At least I did land a hit. Ugh. Why do you do this to me? So yeah, this is the Fox, or Ram Fox as I call it. Asuka, you're hitting the wrong target, but I guess you can still find it if you froze him. Yeah, Asuka will sometimes go for these fruits, and oh dear. He really wants to charge this time. Hey, how are you eating from that range? Hello? That's cheating. So yeah, he does recover health when he eats fruits on the field. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was one of the attacks that iframes did not help me at all. So yeah, this guy does have like some advanced AI, you could say. Like he's about to do one attack, but he's gonna switch midway to another one. Compared to the other boss fights, yeah, this one is a bit different. He will do a move, and very likely he's gonna like jump like to the side, over you if it's the wall, or back. So basically he's gonna back off after one move every time. Sometimes, very rarely, he will just do a follow-up. But yeah, there are some exceptions, as in if you push a face, he'll get the shield up, so he'll do a follow-up attack right away too. But yeah, like spamming only power attacks can be quite difficult. You have to actually do a power attack and wait. Unless if you like lucky like me and always keep doing those. But yeah. That's the issue with Chio for this fight. For that fight. his power tag is pretty slow. Some other characters can definitely get in like 2 or 3 power attacks in, but yeah, she still does way more damage compared to the others. Yeah, here we go again. Another side dungeon with the mysterious question mark characters. Yeah, sadly we don't have our crit food here, so we'll have to do the fights without the damage increase. But at least we have a lot of resources we can spend to clear the rooms. Once again, I do not care about the loot at all, since it does not carry over to the like actual team. Ouch, that's literally an annoying ability to avoid. Like, it hits even multiple times too. Like, spins around twice, I think, with 2 beams. Well then, it's a JRPG and it definitely needs a Dullahan, right? So here we go. We got a Dullahan. Yeah, this power attack is the best power attack in the game. It's ranged and hits like 3 times, or at least up to 3 times. Well, not too bad. Well, that's chapter... no, that was intermission. That was intermission side story, right? Now we're gonna do chapter 6. Also, unskippable cutscenes that involve idols. Yeah, there are a few of them in this run, so you'll get to see. Idols dance game. Well, yeah, everyone has their own opinions. What is this? This is a game, apparently. This is some anime game we're running. Also, wait, is this the time? No, it's not. This one matters, Chio. Yeah, some options, which party members we grab, actually do matter because we can't really switch back. So this star, if you play this game, this star has a lot of Cold Steel stuff. This whole game, you could call it like a big ad for the Cold Steel games. Okay. Mikako, he has everything. Okay, we're good. So yeah, I'm doing the jump attack there because range attack actually does not reach over, so I have to go over there and do it myself. The normal attacks. Range attack pushes me at least forward, so it hits quite nicely there. And I'm jumping over the gap too. Well, this game has idols, but yeah, it's not actually an idol game. Sorry to disappoint you. If you actually were expecting idols. So that guy is also a shadow enemy. Super deadly during Calamity speedruns. Alright, I'm gonna be doing some skip here, using the flying attack, with jump attack into the flying attack. Gives me enough distance to get over these gaps without needing to, use the platforms, doing the legit way. Alright, next boss fight, which is a reused boss once again. The Spin Twin Golem. Oh boy. Okay, got it. Yeah, he spinned away. Yeah, this guy gets destroyed. Leave school once again, a required option. And right away to Station Square. And not right now, we're gonna do some shopping before. Probably need to exchange since I did purchase quite a lot of stuff last time. Hammer 2 and Ball 2. Shio and Asuka. Now we can start. Shio. Yeah, this looks alright. Except I need Bimi Kako back on her. That's what was missing. Yeah, the bolt right now is not needed. Okay. Won't make it. Well, actually, this is actually fine, yeah. Some platform jumping. There's really one annoying one at the very end of the run. Probably the worst one if the enemies do troll you. So yeah, you'll see what I'll be talking about once together. So I can skip that. Honestly, the Bimikako might have not been needed for this, but it's still fine for the next dungeons, since 1 minute here would have been alright. So yeah, the next boss, once again, reused boss, the fairy. Except this fairy is gonna get destroyed pretty hard. She does get staggered by the critical hits. Ooh, I wanna grab this. Windstone's can be really good. Now running away. So yeah, the boss couldn't really do much since we kept staggering here. I actually can delay this, then I can do the work. Oh, okay. Let's check my notes before. Factory. So yeah, we're looking for the missing idol right now. I don't think so. This one matters at all. Yeah, this one does not matter at all. I think at least it does put your part in the next dungeon properly with the setup. So then we have to really switch them in. Oh yeah, Sun Talisman. I don't think I can make another one. Huh. This is a rare case scenario. Being able to craft 2 of them. Sometimes lucky, I guess. You can only craft 1 most of the time by now. But I did get a lot of Twilight material drops. So this could be really good. Like having another Sun Talisman earlier than usual. Also again, idols, unskippable cutscene. But yeah, I think these cutscenes are not skippable because like there are movies that are playing right now. There's like a movie folder for this game, and these cutscenes are in the folder. But then again, some of them I think are skippable, like the opening and stuff. Make sure the players knows that we have idols. Yeah, that could be a thing too. So I need to change to this here in this dungeon, and we're good to go. Oh yeah, forgot the crypt food. Oh, time for some puzzle. Pretty simple one. So yeah, this dungeon can be a bit annoying with those paralyzing traps. Like the easy way out, as I mentioned, there's trap resist food. But I don't really feel like going out of the way to purchase that stuff. I do grab that in the Calamity speedrun, but not on the normal one. I do have like 3 of them, and I saved them for the most annoying trap dungeons, which are the endgame ones. This is definitely not the right way. Not to the right, always go to the left. Too bad this guy didn't come to me. Alright, that was the last puzzle for this dungeon. The next dungeon has even more funnier puzzle as in how easy it is. Oh yeah. Gonna grab one more chest before proceeding. Oof, that was a bad spot to get caught in. But we don't really care about Code dying at this point. I guess the death animation is a thing, I forgot. Alright, definitely need to refresh this. And yeah, this is annoying boss. Mostly because this, and she can teleport around like that. And that's pretty good, she didn't do anything. She didn't do the follow-up. Sometimes she just can chain into teleport and teleport. Like, I think I had her teleport once 4 times in a row. And yeah, when she's teleporting, she has iframes. You cannot really hit her. But yeah, after this dungeon, we literally get put into the next dungeon. So yeah, this is a long one. This one will take some time to reach the end. Oh yeah. Some more paralyzing traps that I don't really care about if Asuka gets paralyzed. I guess I'll just try this. Alright, crit food. MCX on the run? What is MCX? Unless that's another Xanadu game. Shio over here. Alright, upgrade Ignis Break, upgrade Splash Arrow, boost combo, nothing there. Don't care about Brave Salt. I forgot to switch this back to that. Oh. Here we go. We got our idol now. The only flying attack that does match our sprinting speed. So you'll be hearing this a lot because I just feel like using it. Also, it's convenient to stagger enemies when you're traveling. Though with a critical buff, I one-shot some of these. But yeah, this dungeon will have a lot of running forward and back parts. Grabbing all the elixirs I can, since you can only get them from the chest. The closest thing you can get to elixir is those strings to buy from the in the station square. It restores 4,500 health and 45% X drive. Too bad I didn't hit them. Wait, why are you alive? Grabbing these, don't really care about tracking boots over there. So yeah, here's the puzzle I was talking about. It's pretty obvious and easy. They didn't really think about it at all. Whoops, I was expecting a cutscene, yeah, there's no. So yeah, go to the right, since you'll be coming back through the left. And there's the chest on the way you wanna grab as well. What's the paralyzed idol? Another light puzzle. Yeah, here, flying attack is quite convenient when it comes to reaching these faraway switches. Some money. And yeah, I'm gonna go out of the way just to grab some spirit stones. Spirit stones are quite rare and yeah, mostly used for Asuka to upgrade her skills and slots. Our crit buff expired sadly, but it's alright. I'll still have to refresh it at the boss fight. I mean before the boss fight. So yeah, more steel stones. Steel stones are the most important material for us. We need like 50 of those to get one really good elemental. Not that, okay. So now we're Seraph, except this time it's way bigger. And it does not have any teleports, though she can run away. Also, here we go, Rion's support attack is like Asuka's, except it does paralyze instead of freezing. That's gonna miss. So yeah, now it's pretty annoying that she's in the air. Rion's support attack does not reach her, so using the drive is pretty pointless. That's pretty bad. She's just moving around. She does come back though on the ground eventually. There we go. Now I can use my drive. Even though it's just on low HP, the moment I kill the boss, my drive point stopped there. It doesn't deplete my whole bar, so if I was like right now at 50%, I'll have 50% for the next dungeon. And yeah, that was chapter 6, now time for the side story. And you can pretty much guess it, like every time we get a new character, it includes them. Okay, Asuka has it, then I need to go here and yeah, get the hammer. Right, so Sony hammer army Kyria. So we don't really care much about crit food, crit buff this dungeon. Most fights here do die from the X strike or EX kill, so I can definitely use my buff at the very last dungeon room fight. And this is really annoying here. I need to go back and grab these. At least this one. Yeah, if only auto loot was a thing, but it is not. One strike here. Ooh, I need this just in case. I'm pretty sure I have enough by now, but I might need like one just in case I don't get like the drops. It really rarely I do not get enough pile materials to get all the stuff I want. So yeah, that platform over there is pretty much pointless. You can literally do the jump by double jumping and flying attack with any character. Didn't expect to kill those there. Alright, now for the boss fight. I'll need to use one Lunar Soma. Since it does have the teleporting angels, you wanna get rid of those ASAP. Yeah, this is also another boss that does get staggered by critical hits. And poof, it's gone. Well, it's time to do some swimming minigame. Seems like this has become a thing during the latest Falcon games. Swimming function. Yeah. Oh, I grabbed Asuka without noticing this is actually important, but yeah. Yeah. What's on screen is actually not the right keybinds. Those are like the default ones. I do have the secondary binds, which is Q and R. So yeah, it's not like I'm actually pressing up and down. I mean, page up, page down. But yeah. Less dungeons, more pulls, please. Also need to switch back here on back to Shia. Hammer 2, Nezumi, Sun Talismans. Time to cheese straps. Don't really care about those. I do care about this though. Some bar. Alright. That guy can be quite annoying. Once again, as I mentioned, these enemies do like to jump around sometimes quite a lot. Grade 3. I have full, so I don't need that crystal. Alright, time to do some upgrading for Asuka. This. Inazumi, Raid 3, Bolt 2, and I forgot one more thing. 1-3. There we go. So here's range attack Asuka's build, where it's all pretty good right now. And yeah, fighting this guy with power attacks, as you can see, he's moving a lot and fast. Annoying to catch him. Good part is he's weak to spear power, so Asuka is like the perfect choice for this fight. I don't really need to do that. Actually, right, sure. Last part, somewhat you could say. I do have. I can get double sun talisman. I mean, moon talisman. Whoops, my bad. Alright. Alright. I kind of forgot to wear. Oops, that's the wrong one. The Sigma sight for that fight, but oh well. Missed some damage, but it's not too much. Well, at least the fight wasn't like too bad. But yeah, very rarely I even get a double moon talisman now. Like I used to get it because I would not go for the Mikako. Second one that is. But yeah, let's hope I have enough wind stones for this part. You have that, and you're gonna give me that. Valkyria, army, Sumi. So I'm gonna upgrade Sora's skill now. At the same time, I'm gonna check if I can upgrade it here. Here, slot here. Nice, I can, which allows me to equip Hammer 2. So I did some testing here. at them. Interrupted every time. Yeah, so Hinazumi and Hammer 2 are around the same here if you equip whichever. So it's not too much difference which one you go for. But yeah, if you can equip both, that's really strong. Like you just saw that Sora only right now has access to her 3 slots. Most of the time she'll only have access to 2 slots. Also ice physics. Actually, just remember, I forgot something. Bimikako, that's unequipped. You know, I was like, I was missing something. Well, at least for these enemies, it doesn't matter. It's mostly for the big burb. Grabbing that. Since these guys always get one shot. Probably should switch to Ko for now. Sorry, somewhat a bit low. Close one. Almost got me with that hit. He pushed me out. Alright. Well, I'm gonna switch core now for her, since the upcoming boss is weak to steel, and Sora actually has a steel element. So this is like the last boss, except it's an icy one. So it can be pretty annoying to fight this guy as well. At least it's not moving too much right now. And here he goes. At least he can do this part. So this is a DPS check, which is pretty easy and normal, as you saw. Only like 2 power attacks with some few air attacks. You know, get hit by that, that always freezes you. The ability he does, also dropping the ice on you, can freeze, but that one has way lower chance. But yeah, either way, I do have some antidotes just in case to remove the afflict the states. This one doesn't matter. This is literally walk around. When it's dungeon time, we can choose our own people. So yeah, detective time, I guess. Rio put her glasses on because that's the best disguise to tell that she's not the idol. Station Square. Whoops, misclick. I have to go through this part again. Almost clicked that again. Whoops. But yeah. Over here, grab the volume. So yeah, there's actually another way to get the true end. Is like getting bravery up to I think 4 stars, or maybe 3. Either way, that does require you to collect a lot of chests that are out of the way to get the A ranks. So it's definitely better to level your intelligence instead. But yeah, the requirement for the TheEndd is actually pretty easy. It's really hard to miss it, even if you're playing casually. I'll need the stuff back. Equip that as well. This too. Kako. Hammer. I'll equip Hinazumi Alaska on the fight I'm about to use it. So yeah, this is one of the longer dungeons as well. That should be alright. But yeah, I can't really skip too many gems, or else I'll lack some money. The money route for this one is sometimes tied. It's pretty random because, as you saw, you have to go a bit back to collect the gems, and the drop rate can vary a bit. Okay. Next room fight is for Shio. Or technically it doesn't matter. The next room fight is a really big joke. That guy really wanted to follow me there. Could have used my EX skill there, but I kinda wanna save those for Asuka room fights, which there is just one more. Huh, actually that resets it, so it's better to not do that. Yeah, I'll let her heal up a little. Oh yeah, I guess I never mentioned, the third player being in the support slot does require HP over time. It's not much, but it's still some recovery. Also, if the person is dead in the support slot, they do slowly get revived too. So yeah, there's that. Okay, time to switch this back and this on you. Definitely will need to refresh my crit buff. Right away I'll use my drive, since the first thing this big boy does is goes into the ground and I can prevent that. So he's back here. So there is an easy way to dodge all of his attacks, and that is by double jumping and like doing a power attack in the midair. Like you even, oh, this time it didn't land on me. But yeah, it's still pretty consistent. I have to see way to deal with this guy. Also, a lot of overlapping sounds, so it might sound a bit too loud. So, new party member. And you probably saw this character already. I mean, we already used it. RAPL phone users, yeah. I think there's one more cutscene skip like that overlaps a lot of shooting sounds. But yeah, I only know like 2 of those during the whole story part. So yeah, Goro is the next best character for us to use. Although we won't be using, like, we'll be using him for this, at least. I keep forgetting to switch to aspect here. The pushback. So his power attack is pretty quick. Like, it's probably the second, well no, third best power attack in the game when it comes to damage and speed. At least for the speed run. Like, I'm pretty sure some other characters can get pretty good power attacks, it's just getting them takes really long, like materials to unlock it to the max rank. It's just inconvenient. Also, another nice part about the critical buff, it does carry over to this party team as well. So yeah, as you see at the bottom of my character profile pages, at least on Sora right now, there's this red logo. That's basically the crit buff. That's basically where all the buffs and debuffs go. So grabbing some money here. I probably won't have enough. Yeah. Speed to do the last one. Ouch. Actually got stuck and got me. Yeah, this team gets a bit more annoying enemy to deal with, the Shadow one. And like I mentioned before, Shadow enemies weak to Shadow attribute always deal critical hits, so they're way more deadly than the other enemies. Oh, there, that happened. Yeah, that happens with the keyboard mouse. Sometimes your camera just goes like that. At least there's a way to fix that, right? Like quickly. Not really sure what actually causes it, but yeah, it does happen. Gonna grab Mayhem here. Oh, is that actually 80% off? That's a really good deal then. Oh, that's definitely not what I meant to do. Yeah, there's one thing about drive, you cannot cancel it. And you cannot switch characters either. Well, I still should be fine to get another one. Yeah, that's a really good deal for this game then. I think the base price is like, what, 55? So yeah. If you feel like, you can definitely grab this one. Oh, second hit did not land. So this room is inconvenient. This guy never comes to me, and he never comes in the middle either. If you try to stand in the middle, both of them will just cast their ranged attacks from the sides. So yeah, you just have to come to them. Okay, they came to me. So there's one more room fight in this dungeon. I can skip these rooms since I don't need the stuff from there. Yep, that's why I have antidotes. You can actually craft, cook your base food, like the first one you get in the recipe book. That actually does heal blind, which is pretty good. Alright, Garo, I need to upgrade some of your stuff before I forget. That's not okay. Slots. Hammer. I think that's all right then. Okay, big boy time. Yeah, just another one. So yeah, Shio here is actually better than Garo, mostly because Shio's power attack has bigger hit range or hitbox. So I can hit one of his weakness, which is the chest spot. And Garo can't really hit that. Okay, he finally stood up. Face switch. Now he's gonna change a lot of colors. It's a rainbow boy. Just in time he switches to fire weakness, I kill him every time. At least that's how it's supposed to go. Some friendship level ups, which we don't really care. And yeah, time for chapter 8. Ask us which that. Sumi, upon yep, that's alright. It's alright too. Ko has Dimikako. So yeah, we're doing some fights in the town now. Some of these fights are actually quite deadly, especially the upcoming one. Even on normal, the enemies deal a lot of damage. Wait, I'm missing something, aren't I? No. Just the damage feels like too low for me. I have the moon talismans equipped, so well, whatever. Maybe it just might be wrong feeling. But yeah, double check. Definitely have the right setup. And yeah, this is the first tower dungeon. Ouch. Oh, I think I know what I'm missing now. Yeah, I'm missing an additional slot. But that one actually should not matter. Have bought Sumi. Aqua Raid is pointless, yeah. So, alright. I figured it out now. This should be here and this should be here. That's why I was missing some damage. Okay, let's hope the crypt food still lasts for here. This is, yeah, these room fights here in the middle of the dungeons are really annoying. That's done. Okay, for safety I'll use another one. Yeah, these are the bosses we fought earlier already. And they can be pretty dangerous. Another annoying part is we're gonna keep getting every dungeon new party members like this. Meaning I'll have to switch Bimikako every time on those two new people. But it still definitely is worth it. The damage increase you get from the critical hits. So yeah. This definitely should last until the boss fight as well. So yeah, I'm gonna skip one switch here, which was on my right when I entered this room. It's actually not needed, since you can actually just jump over without needing the platform. To be honest, I don't even know what that switch even does, if it does add another platform or not. Alright, I guess we need some more resources. Let's hope I won't fall down. Alright. Oh yeah, it lowers that platform basically, but I just can't do the flying attack to get over here. So it's not needed. So here's the first Guardian boss. Surprisingly, these fights are really easy once you get to phase 2, for a reason. But yeah, the point right now for me is to push him to phase 2 as fast as possible. So yeah, he's in the middle now, trying to cast something big, but if you cancel it, he's gonna try it again. And can repeat this. So yeah, you can abuse this like all the time. And there will be more fights like this because there are multiple guardians. So yeah, we're gonna go to the academy right now, saving our lads. And we're gonna go to the library. We're gonna get the cutscene when you're supposed to get the first time you enter it. So yeah, we're entering it in chapter 8. A bit late, you could say. But yeah, we need to read these books for some wisdom, or to unlock the trend. Alright, to the mall now. If you go to the station square right now, before going to the mall, it will tell you that you need to go to the mall. So yeah, there is a way to avoid getting additional dialogue. Alright, shopping time. Alright, that's actually, it might be enough. Double axe, sledgehammer, arc bolt. Now I need to go to the mall. Gonna exchange Suzuki Claw And that's basically a better version of Hinozumi, 50% crit rate, crit damage instead of 25. Also, our bolt is 30% range damage. So yeah, we got some upgrade. We'll be getting more upgrades after this dungeon too. Just because it's more convenient to do them after this dungeon than doing it right now. So once again, crit food and third room. That beam still got me. Alright, please don't move while frozen, okay. This fairy sometimes just moves while she's frozen. It's pretty silly. But yeah, it can happen. Yeah, someone is actually running Tokyo Xanadu. Who knew? Alright, another mini boss room fight with pretty annoying bosses. I definitely should have went for the other one. Yeah, you can see why this room is so annoying. They keep teleporting. But yeah, definitely should have switched to Rion there when I was doing it. Oh dear, Beamy Copper is somewhere in the middle now. That's inconvenient. That might not reach the fairy in the back. Never mind. I meant in the front. Behind me there is the skeleton that likes to enrage. That was barely enough actually, hide. Alright, we're gonna do a skip here. Like that. Okay, that's really good. Okay, I think I'll need to use some of these. The annoying part about this fight is the boss has the fairies. And yeah. Also, my crit food expired. Hey, why are you still alive? Have to cancel it? Really? They survive for this long? Yeah, too bad the fairies, one of the fairies was alive during that time. Yeah, the worst part about keeping them alive is they can't heal the boss. So sometimes it's better to get rid of them ASAP, but you really have the resources, the proper resource to do it. Like the freeze is not that really great. You would prefer the X strikes, but I want to keep my Nurse Somos for other important fights. Okay, so I don't really have. Well, yes, I can use it. I hope you guys are ready for some slow motion, because it's gonna be a lot of kills. Oh, what the hell? 2 survivors. So every time you kill an enemy, you get like a slow motion for a few seconds, and you kill there a lot of those. Alright. Addition. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I got confused there. I thought it didn't have any steel stones, but yeah, that was just this steel crystal count. Actually, not yet. I forgot. I need to do this. That's why we got them all. This technically should be the last one. Yeah. The Xyphone is like a backup. You can get one option wrong, and you still should be fine. So this is the first dungeon I'm gonna use the trap resist. It's really annoying one, and this is the very first one. I consider it to be warped to use it. I forgot to do the thing again. Well, guess we're doing after this dungeon. I even wrote it down and I forgot it. Oh, what can you do? I was supposed to purchase some core there and the body piece from males. I still can't get it after this dungeon. It's just I'll be like 100 less power attack on Goro. So yeah, that's gonna hurt my damage a bit. Also, I missed an element too. Alaska. To this, that. Sledgehammer. I guess I can't really equip anything good here, can I? You see? Oh, that lad was. What is he doing? He's always going back in the ground. Oh, what a worm. Yeah, now I could switch the car. I could. Like, didn't forget it. Let's see. Dimikako. Overall, Goro still should be fine. It's just it's gonna have less damage. Oh, whoops. I thought I got a switch, but I didn't. This probably won't kill it. Okay. Damn doggos, why do you do this to me? Once again, freeze and repeat. You can get 3 power attacks in and then do the arc skill. So it wasn't too bad that I was missing the core. It's just, yeah, the additional damage could have been definitely nice. It would be way worse if I couldn't get it again. But yeah, there's still some preparations possible to do before going to the last normal ending dungeon. So picks here do not matter. It's alright, go to the shopping street. That's where I was supposed to go. So the body piece comes from here. Change by that. And combine Shiso. Equips do not matter right now, but yep, I got all the stuff I need now. This is probably the longest cutscene in the game, since it takes a while to skip through. Alright, I'll need the stuff from you. Some talismans, army boots, I guess. Imperium. That and that. So yeah, our lads split up here, so it's gonna be only 2 party members for each dungeon. Did not mean to do that, but whatever. Kinda sucks to get the slowdown. So here it's not really worth using Bimikako. You're just better off to use like one of these foods in each fight. I just technically don't find it worth the menu time to switch around those. Like, and the thing is, if 1 minute Bimikako doesn't actually last long enough for the whole dungeon here. Like, there's quite some walking around to do. Yeah, I'll be restocking on the crit food during true end. That's like the best time to do it. For the normal end, this should be enough for me. Oh yeah, I guess one good thing about Yuki is that his range attack, you can shoot without like stopping. Like most characters will have to stop to shoot the range attack, but not Yuki. He just can move and shoot all the time. Also another thing, X strikes like these ones do not get affected by the critical rate, so they're way much weaker than you might think. They're really good for room players, but that's basically it. Right, on to next party. Shio definitely needs to equip this. Oh, I had Shiso. I equipped the wrong one. Okay, that kinda makes sense, since damage felt a bit lowered. Yeah, it's supposed to be Susaku Bomb. Well, mistakes were made. Yeah, I didn't even notice I equipped the wrong one. I might actually save one crit food because I'm using a drive here. Don't paralyze. Yeah. One thing, power attacks do not do with the reduced damage for like stance is okay. This is the right way. Prevent like the freezes, blinds and stuff. Even during the EX skills that do have iframes, they do not prevent from you getting the afflicted states. Guess I should talk about Shiso, the element I grabbed but didn't really use properly. Yeah, Shiso increases your drive duration by 50%. The default time is 10 seconds, so that's 5 more seconds to your drive. That can be really useful, like 2 more additional support attacks. It's pretty damn strong. Also, yeah, I never mentioned drive does basically make all enemies weak to any element, so you always end up hitting the weakness too. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, you stay here. Need these. The Cowboy, Sledgehammer, Susan Claw, and that's screw it. Don't really care about Force 2 damage, I guess, since Force 2 is only 10 attack. It's like barely 20 power attack, I think. But yeah, for this one, I stay Steel with Goro. Since the bosses will be weak to Steel element. That was not needed. I'm still throwing. Okay, no one is low. I thought I got hit once. But yeah, I don't really want to have unnecessary stuff in my inventory. If you do have too much stuff, like the grip foot can be like below the first page, which requires to scroll down. That's something I do not want. So those 2 chests are not really needed. One of them contains Cure 3, the other one contains Resurrection 2. Oh yeah, the fun fact, the teleporting angels can actually teleport in these locked rooms. The good part, the room fight doesn't like get extended just because there are more enemies. You only need to kill the required ones. Soaring Wind. It's actually, I think, Sonic Wind, but yeah. Just Japanese English. Alright, time for the last small party. It was Goro. So I need just Suzuku Claw. Actually, yeah, maybe Shiso too. I'm gonna equip that once I get in the fight. I forgot to switch the core. Oops. Well, guess I won't be having that. It's actually not a big deal, since I'll be using the tribe here anyway. Okay, I forgot that is a thing. She was low on HP. Yeah, these guys hurt a lot. Alright, please don't troll me. Okay, he didn't. That guy can hit you before you even reach the ground. So you'll fall all the way down. I guess this is the perfect time to use this. I have to be careful with this jump. Cannot go too fast, otherwise I won't get enough momentum and height. Like if you delay your jump, your second jump, you'll gain more distance and height. But yeah, now we can fall all the way down. Also invincible walls. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of annoying to not have the right element here. But it should still be fine. I can always use these two. Yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. Alright, give me her. She'll get Kako. And yeah, Asuka is in the alright spot. Yeah, I'll be using Asuka for this dungeon at least. And yeah, this is the last normal ending dungeon. Ah, that didn't reach. I probably should switch to Leon. Just more convenient. We're missing a bit. That was weird. I don't know what the hell happened. I heard Rion say the line that she's done with the drive, and suddenly she came back in. That was really weird. Alright, there's one thing I can do is basically try to keep the hit count. Since boost combo will carry over to the other fights too. And Rion is really good character to do that, since your flying attack moves you and hits. Though I don't like killing some of these because see, killing an enemy slows you down because of the slow motion. Not sure why I'm grabbing these. I don't really need the money anymore. That's the first part done. The second part is a bit shorter. It's actually way shorter. There's just one more room fight here. Alright. Might need this. Long stairs to the top. I actually got A, that's rare. Alright. Yeah, this slot locked. Borrow this, that. Suza clutch. So fire rate is pointless. Kill, bam. Element height. That's alright. Core. Bimikako. Yeah, the only part that's missing is you being there. And oh yeah, almost forgot. Trade position of strength. So this is yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, I think I got everything. Oh wait. Whatever. I'll just do that in the fight. Forgot the Bimika refresh my food. Asuka is glitched out. She was running to the boss. But yeah, the way this fight works, every time this thing happens, the party member is gone. Not like forever, it's just during this fight. Have to pay attention to my crit ball. I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. But yeah, I'm gonna can I equip Paco and Asuka then? Oh yeah, position of strength, the one I just picked up, increases my power attack damage by 100%, so basically double damage. It does decrease my range attack, but I don't really care about that. That's convenient actually. I need to unequip yours. Go all the way here. Refresh. And now we're good. Ouch. That didn't freeze me at least. So this should be the last one. So there's no point to use X Drive right at the start, since she's doing an animation that's basically powers her up, and you don't want to cancel that. Now you can do this. Alright, first fight done. Moving on to the next one. That hurt. Yeah. Orbs are painful, man. Just in case. Yeah, so there's a thing about this part. It's not skippable. You cannot push her health at all. She needs to do the animation. Nursoma actually have way more than I thought. Please don't. Okay. Well, that's the normal end. Now we're gonna proceed to the true end. Even before I didn't get it unlocked or something. Yeah, so this is the trigger that shows that you actually got the true end by using the shard. Now let's start doing this part. First of all, I should really switch in Goro. Next thing, I should get the Mikako back on you. Stop a shop. So we have to collect 5 keys to be able to enter the dungeon. So we have to do like 3 dungeons, and the other 2 we get from just really talking to people. So yeah, I picked up first quest that is on the way where I'm going anyway, so it's more convenient that way. So yeah, we're going back to the hot springs. You can actually revisit this place. Garden. Oh, it doesn't matter. Technically, steel is better here because weakness, but yeah, I think he will be fine just doing like one more power attack than needed. This ogre really wants to block my screen. Also, yay, more ice physics. Sliding around. Yeah, here I don't really care about those ice cubes. I mean, cubes overall, not ice cubes. Yeah, we also skipped this, as we don't really need any more materials. We already have everything unlocked what we need to for the rest of the run. Shrine. That's not where I'm supposed to go. Why did I even bother thinking needing to go to the dojo? So I'm gonna go back to the station square. I forgot one thing to do here. Which one is it? Omega. Yeah, this is the mini elixir I was talking about. 45% degouge, X-Drive gouge. Actually no, park entrance. This I mixed up this with the After Star since we're here as well doing that part doing quests. But yeah, the dungeon is placed over here.
さあ行くぞ柊頼んだ交代する標的だ砕けろ注意しろライオットバスター砕けろ撃破完了先を急ぐぞ
Yeah, these dungeons are really short. No boss fight at all at the end of the dungeon as well. Damn, he actually got me there too. What a combo. So those shields on the enemies means your range attacks don't work. Power attacks, you remove it. Flying attacks, I don't think they remove it, but you still hit through them. Like, you still do damage.
この調子で進むぞ
Man, my rank is like, I don't think I'm supposed to be this high right now, but alright. I'll go to the feeder first, and then after this dungeon I'll restock all my crit food.
どこにある さあ交代する
Only reason I use drive here. Damn, that's slow. Oh, she really wanted those. Also, wrong way. I got distracted by Asuka going for the enemies she's not actually really supposed to. But alright, that works. This room is just two enemies that should come to me like that. And yeah, this will be the last room fight. I didn't hit that guy. That's yeah, I was expecting him. Wasn't expecting him to cancel me. Alright, this is the last mini dungeon in the trend. Yeah, I cannot skip this. This is unskippable for some reason. So even the dialogue and animations, I have to watch all of these. Okay. Time for a restock.
さてどこにある
Definitely enough for the rest of the run. Technically only 10 more would be enough for me, but yeah. Here it does not matter which options you pick. And yeah, it auto travels you here. So we can proceed with the trend boss. Yeah, there's no dungeon, there's right away a fight. And guess what? It's a reused boss model. Kinda want to... Yeah, I was a bit off on drive. Get him? Nice. this camera can be really awkward when fighting this guy. When you're like next to him sometimes. So hype music, but it's pretty low actually, you really can hear it. Alright, well, that's the true end boss. Now for the after story. So the good part of the game auto selects your latest save file, so it's pretty convenient for this part. Doesn't matter where you save. The best option definitely would be deleting your first file or overwriting, I guess. Alright, first thing, unequip everything. You have the macaco, good. The moment your party members will leave, you won't be able to get their stuff back. And yeah, that's really inconvenient because if you think about it, chapter... Towa. Yes, Towa is in this game, even though Towa is in the Call of Steel games too. Not sure what is happening, but yeah, she's here. Yeah, when you think about it, in chapter 8, the party members that left your party did get unequip their gear, but here in After Story, they don't do that. They actually keep their stuff. But anyway, I have to. There are 5 quests to do before you can proceed if you want to, but only 3 are required to proceed the story. Well, it's hard to compare since this is an action RPG while Cold Steel is turn-based. But if you want to compare story, then probably Cold Steel has better story. This one has literally the most anime plot you'll ever get. So yeah, we still got the intro. Intro this late, but yeah, it still plays the same thing, nothing new. But yeah, here we get the best character in the game, which we already played, except we didn't really know who he was. Although it gets revealed way earlier than that. But yeah, it's June and he's really strong. I forgot to equip the stuff. To force 3, I guess. Some strength. Sledgehammer. You have the macaco, and so must you too. Alright, we're good. So yeah, the weird thing about Ryota, is I missed one of that. He has 7 slots to equip elements, but he has no skills, so he doesn't have boost combo. The ability that increases your damage by like twice. So yeah, he's actually pretty meh. Like, he definitely could be really good when you think about it because 7 slots, but not having boost combo helps him a lot. The second hit didn't land on that guy, but at least it canceled his jump attack. But yeah, this is also another dungeon I consider one of the worst when it comes to traps. Overall, it has also annoying enemies. Like, they really put really annoying ones in these. I guess this wouldn't matter if you actually did try to do this legit way. But yeah, with the trap resist damage, we just can wait for the pillar at the end. Oh no, you don't. Cancel the dive. Also kills the axe too. Why did he go behind me? That's so random. I don't think I've seen that him do. Like this run, this like big worm has been acting really weirdly. Also not sure why I switched to. Actually it doesn't matter since I have to just choose the party members. Yeah, our damage right now is really high. Bosses just melt. I guess we can do Mole first. The order doesn't matter much. I guess the only part matters is if you do Mole last, you can get out of it a bit faster than from the Xanadu Sports. Also, Xanadu Sports is a cat that can block you. Oh yeah, now it's time for some really short dungeons. Like these dungeons, I don't know, really just for the plot. Something we need to rescue our party members once again. How is this lad alive? Usually the really fast moving ones do survive, but not the ogres definitely. Oh nice, the second hit didn't land on that guy. good. He was doing the beam. I knew where he was. Yeah, that cat right over there. You have to manually exit this to trigger the cutscene. And this will be the last short dungeon. And again, some ice physics. Oh, nice for the boost. Yeah, didn't reach that guy, unfortunately. Ryota got to say his level up line, Pog. Oh yeah, this and one more dungeon. The last dungeon is super long though, but yeah. This is what you kinda could call the last tower dungeon, because it does have the guardian boss at the end. But it will look like this, a bit similar to the one I did in at the start of the after story. Alright, yeah, this definitely should be the right order. And yeah, I don't think it's that way. It's over here. Oh, the pounds actually got me there. At least the damage. Didn't get the knockdown. Yeah, the best part about this trap resist is at least these parts where you have to jump on. Most of the time you'll have to wait before they switch color, and yeah, with that I can just go in right away. Damn, got stuck again between the boxes. I just need to jump onto them, not in between them. Okay, definitely should roll these. Okay, this part is probably the worst one. Oh, I actually got it. First try, what can I get for these? Okay, first try. Nice. You can get memes so much here. But yeah. That was really good. I probably should refresh definitely. I mean, I have so many crit food that I need it already. So yeah. Wait, I clicked no. Yeah, you can see how good Shiso can be with the extended drive duration. There is also a weaker option. It's 25% Oka, but yeah, like 2.5 seconds. I mean, you still probably get an additional support attack, but overall, like, it's not that really worth it sacrificing actual damage for us. Go. I need to put Mikako on her and here as well. Ryota. Literally in the middle. Ugh. Yeah, this is the final dungeon. Really, really long. For this room fight, definitely want to use my X-Strike because it does have 2 teleporting angels and it does kill the whole room as well. So yeah, like this dungeon basically has a lot of like bosses that we fought before. Like you see the ogre, the phantom. Later on you'll see more of these bosses being put. Like even this magician. And here we go, the Seraph too. Yeah, the second part will have a bit more of bosses too. A bit more annoying ones as well. But yeah, we're at the end of for the first part of this dungeon. And guess what? It's Dullahan. Really? Literally don't need this, right? Yeah, low HP Dullahan. Yeah, this is the second part, and you see the golem already. And here we go. Climbing up this part can be quite random. I mean, it wouldn't be bad if some of these enemies didn't have a pulling ability to drag you or hit you in midair. Ooh, I barely made it. That was a bit random, I have to say. That was definitely not my intention to do that climb. not gonna make it. Oh boy, I am stuck here. Almost a death trap, although I did die once, but the ability to survive one lethal hit procced. Yeah, oops. Do I have anything like heal up here? I guess I can use Asuka. Although I'm not sure how I feel about Asuka. That was really close call. Okay, no memes. No memes, good. Besides the death, I'll take the death over being dragged down to the bottom and doing this all over again. Oh my goodness. These guys really want to block my pathways. And those guys don't get me. Dead tracking, not bad. Almost got me. Oh, there was one more alive. Of course it's the angel. Because of the iframes. Okay, well, time to do a menu before going into this dungeon. Slots. Scamba. Yeah. Okay. Sledgehammer, position strength. That's fine. Probably could have kept the boots. Kaka Bimikako. It's time to set up the team. You and you. Forgot one more thing on Asuka. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, this is the last boss, and it's a really cool one. It's the hardest one as well. This one has multiple phases with kicking out your party members. So yeah. There's one thing with this. I cannot do too much damage before pushing the phase. There's a thing I need to do before going to the next phase. Alright, that's definitely enough. Alright, face pushed. I forgot the core on Goro. Well, whatever, it should be still alright. Actually, it doesn't matter, this is still alright, yeah. Don't really care about the last slot. Alright, phase 3. Equip that. Dear God, my damage is insane. I didn't need to equip that. That was a fast push. Don't really need a sledgehammer, but yeah. Alright, well there's one more thing we need to do before we can finish the run. So yeah, the time is about to come, like in 1 minute or so. I just need to speak to people here. For marathon's sake, we'll grab Toa. So yeah, once I speak to all these people, there's one less person I need to trigger the dialogue, and yeah, that's gonna be time then. Go over here. Oh no, wrong person. Although, was it wrong? Okay, wasn't. I talked to the wrong one, but it still triggered Rian's dialogue. Alright, time is coming up. And time. That's it. That was Tokyo Xanadu.
Alright, thanks for the run. Do you have anything you wanted to say before we head intermission?
Sure. Thanks for having me here and letting me run these two games. Well, mostly I'm happy about running Tokyo Xanadu, since this game doesn't really get much publicity. And yeah, maybe this might get some people interest to run the game. Overall, just being interested in. But yeah, overall, thanks for watching everyone.